There's been a lot of chit chat and talk about this recent story that came out regarding the government's approach to misogyny, particularly young boys. Now, two things can be true, of course. Yes, it is actually a problem, and there is evidence of this, but also not to paint all boys as bad, which has been typically a tactic of the past by the feminists. And I'll say, when I say feminists, I'm talking more like the modern day ones, not the old school ones. The old school ones are more and more concerned about women's rights and so on. They don't go as far as labeling men as all bad and so on. So the many articles have come out and talked about this. We've heard the usual suspects come out and make their voice heard. And of course, they're trying to tie everything either to we can't talk about immigration because it might offend people, but it's not all immigrants, it's also people in this country. And it's true, both are true. It's an issue of some people coming in who, particularly those who are illegally in the country and committing foul acts of whether it be rape, pedophilia, and so on. But that's not really that much of the biggest issue here. It's a problem and it's terrible and it's horrific. But also you look at articles back in the past, particularly one I picked out from the Telegraph, back in, forgive me, sorry, the Times paper, not the Telegraph, dated 21st of March 2025, earlier this year, very early this year, of course, we're now approaching 2026. Abuse claims and rape culture identified at 1,600 primary schools. And back in my day when I was in the 90s, none of this was actually a thing. Don't know what's happened. Maybe the internet and the access to phones, and of course, has been a problem. That might contribute to this as well. It says here, there's a quote directly from it. When I was 10, a boy told me that one of the boys was going to lick my vagina. The boy said they would pay another boy £20 to rape me. I didn't know what rape meant, but I was frightened, says one teenager. Another describes the moment aged 9 when she was sexually abused by her best friend's older brother, then taunted at primary school for losing her V card, in quote marks, and having a baby in her tummy. Many others cite casual hair pulling, slapping, and choking. A 6-year-old was asked to have a threesome with 2 classmates. Another in year 1 to pull down her skirt. Quote, these things happen so often, I began to think it was normal, says a 12-year-old girl. What on earth is it? Why is this even happening in the schools? Is beyond this. It's nothing to do with immigrants, of course. Well, what are these kids accessing? What's happening in the home? What are the parents doing about it? It's a lot of questions about this, and this has been going on for quite some time, apparently. So that language I just used, a direct quote from the article itself. Is it like the biggest crisis? Not exactly, but come to think of it, I mean, why are boys even at this age 6, coming out with this stuff? I said in my day and age, it's unheard of. I've never heard anything like this at all. It's crazy. So a lot of things to find out how boys are getting access to this kind of material and being talking about this as well, using the kind of specific language needs to be looked at, I think, far more closely than anything else.